Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique and this is Dominique's Diary, and we are doing another video based around none other than Mr. Popular. You got it, it's Gadget the Sphynx, and he's really uninterested as per usual. Once that camera goes on, once these lights turn on, he ain't interested at all. So if he wants to go off and do his own thing, I'm going to just let him do it. So you're going to have to just put it with me rambling on and not really seeing Gadget. So I do apologise about that in advance. But you know, what the cat wants, the cat gets, especially when these bright ass lights are in his face. So let's just let him have that. Okay, so the last video that I uploaded was what it's like living with a Sphynx. And that has had over 100,000 views. Thank you so much, guys, for watching that video. Honestly, I've had such a surge of subscribers, and it is all down to this guy. So thank you, Gadget, for that. But with the views comes a lot of comments. So I wanted to do a Q&A video, and I whittled down these questions, the questions and comments that I kind of got on this video, to around 21. So I'm going to try and get through them as speedy as possible. So stick around and I hope you enjoy. Now the main topic, oh, there he goes, Mr. Uninterested. Now the main topic, question, comment that I had on the video was Gadget's diet. Now I really feel as though I didn't really explain this very well, or maybe I did and some people just chose not to listen, I don't know. But I already mentioned that Gadget has a very sensitive tummy. Very sensitive tummy. Okay, so yes, okay, Felix, Whiskers, not the best brands to feed him. However, they're kind of the only brands that he will eat. Well, I say kind of, they are the only brands that he will eat. Oh, hello, Gizmo. This is very unlike Gizmo. Gizmo. Okay, so we don't have Gizmo in the video. Oh, I'm just going to stop talking about Gadget right now. Oh, where are you going? Oh, where are you going? This is very unlike Gizmo. Gizmo is 10 years old. He has post-traumatic stress. I don't really know what he's doing. I'm very shocked. I've owned him for 10 years and he's never done anything like this. Fat cat, you need to get off. What are you doing? You're not even looking at me, you're looking straight past me. Get down. Cheeky. Sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? Diet, yes. He gets fed Whiskers and Felix. You guys, you're going to have to deal with it. The amount of times I've seen the word trash on my channel is hilarious. We don't say trash in the UK, so I guess you mean crap, basically. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I'm not dismissing anything of what people are saying. Like, I get that a lot of people are just trying to be helpful. Some people are being quite rude, and I just removed their comments because I was just like, I don't want you on my channel, like, you can just get lost. Basically, as I said in the video, which I don't really think people listened to, or maybe they did listen but they still chose to ignore what I was saying, Gadget has a sensitive tummy. So either he sicks up food or he has really bad diarrhea. And trust me, when I say it stinks like the worst. You know those smells that make you heave? That's Gadget's diarrhea. So Whiskers and Felix are the only shop bought foods that he can stomach without being ill. Wet food. Now I've tried him with other foods and it just doesn't work. So yes, they're not the best brands for him, but this is why I make up the bulk of his diet by feeding him things such as the fish fillets, such as the livers, such as chicken breast, such as tuna, such as salmon. Not too much of the tuna and salmon, but you know, I feed him other, like, you know, meat that you would eat yourself, because Whiskers and Felix, yeah, I agree, I'm not the best, but you know, the only other foods are these, which someone said was a really good brand. This is for sensitive tummies, and again, I can literally only give him a handful of these. The reason why he doesn't have a biscuit based diet is again because of his sensitive tummy. He can just about stomach these, and I will give him a handful of this a day, and then I know that if he has too much of that, I will reduce it down to every other day. So I hope that that has answered and settled everything for you guys. Let's just break it down again for the people in the back. Sensitive tummy, eats Whiskers and Felix. Main diet consists of chicken breast, liver, fish fillet, tuna, salmon. Gets a handful of the biscuits, as I've also mentioned. Okay, and he's fine. We've tried, we've tested, we've failed with everything else. This is his diet. Oh yeah, and he also gets scrambled eggs as well. That's good for cats as well. So yeah, let's move on to the other questions now that that's sorted. How old was Gadget when you bought him? I bought him when he was 2 years old, and we've been living together ever since, and it was the best day. It was just such an exciting day. Are they cuddly? I mean, you guys saw, like, he's very cuddly, aren't you? Cuddly, aren't you? Not cuddly today though. They can be. I mean, they can. Sometimes you want to cuddle them more than they want to cuddle you. That's just the cat's nature. But Sphynxes are more cuddly, I think, than your average cat. I mean, Gizmo will tend to try and bite me a lot of the time when I try and cuddle him, whereas Gadget, I could touch any part of his body and he's not really interested. So yeah, I would say they are cuddly. This question, I think, is a little bit intrusive. How much was he? You can buy a standard cat, non-pedigree cat, for around 20, 30, 40 £40 in the UK. If you're buying a pedigree, you're going to be paying in the hundreds, okay? Ballpark figure around of what a Sphynx kitten will cost you, between £800 and £1,000. Now, as you already know, I rehomed Gadget when he was 2 years old, so I got a massive discount on £800 to £1,000, and it was a couple few £100. I'm not going to say the exact figure because you don't really need to know, but yeah, that's the answer to that. Someone commented saying, I imagine that touching a Sphynx would be like touching a very large, bald ball sack. Baby, they said you look like a large, bald ball sack. Gadget is not impressed. Basically, touching a Sphynx, the best way I can describe it is like touching something very wrinkly in places and kind of like a velvet. So if you like the touch of velvet, then yeah. I mean, look, I'm stroking him now. I think they feel lovely. Some people don't like the way that he feels, but I think they feel lovely. They have the tiniest, teeniest hair on their body, and that's what they feel like. I'm pulling my top down. Pulling my top down. Trying to get me naked on the internet. Someone asked me, can you tell if he shivers? Yes, I can tell if he shivers because he shivers. See what I did there? You can definitely tell when a cat is cold, because they do. They, you know, when we get cold, we're like, ugh. Gadget does the same thing. Like he's purring and vibrating at the same time. It's quite cute. But yeah, I know when he's getting cold or when he is cold, because he will shiver. And I guess you have to use a lot of common sense around the cat. Obviously, they're indoors all day, and you need to make sure, as I've said before, in the pros and cons of owning a Sphynx cat, that you need to make sure your house is warm. So always think about your heating bill. If you don't want to keep your house warm through your heating bill, then make sure there's loads of beds, cat beds. Make sure there's loads of blankets and places for your cat to get snuggly and warm. But yes, you can tell when a Sphynx is cold. Oh, another popular bunch of comments and questions and blah on the video was about bathing him. People saying, I didn't realise you had to bathe a Sphynx, which is fine because they didn't realise and they learnt something new that day. To, don't bathe him, cats can clean themselves, or bathing cats is unnecessary. Please go and watch my pros and cons of owning a Sphynx cat. I didn't really explain it very well, so I'm going to break it down here for you again. Cats in general, every breed of cat produces oil from their skin. Now, because they have fur, the fur soaks up the oil. Now, Sphynx cats, because they have the teeniest, tiniest bit of hair and are therefore called hairless cat, furless cat, whatever you want to call them, they cannot soak up the oil. Therefore, the oil collects on their skin, which is why they need a bath. Mic drop. Did I explain it very well this time? Because I think that I did. I really do think that I did. Would you like some evidence of this oil? Because Gadget is due a bath, okay? He's very much due a bath. Now, this is a disclaimer. You guys are gonna see his winky, okay? What I'm gonna try to do is a little close up on the dirt on his belly, okay? Oh, Gadget winky! Right. Can you guys see this? This is dirt, okay? This is a dirty boy. You're a dirty boy. You're a dirty boy. So they need to have a bath, okay, guys? I'm not doing it just for the crack because it, amuses me, because I have had a crap load of scratches on my arms. I've had some on my shoulder. He's even used my hair as a ladder to get out the bath. No word of a lie. He has clawed his way up my hair, on top of my head, and then jumped off the top of my back and left scratch marks on my back, okay? It's not fun. It's not cute, okay? So if I didn't have to give the cat a bath, I wouldn't do it. But it needs to be done. Same thing with clipping his claws, okay? Although he's quite docile. But yeah, they do need to have baths. It is necessary for a Sphynx to have a bath. And not only that, but they get blackheads as well. So all around here, and all where his whiskers would be, he gets blackheads and gets really, really dirty. For those of y'all that want proof, I have a wet cotton bud here. I'm just gonna rub it on his skin now. That's dirty. Look how dirty that is. I mean, that's just on under his. That's why it's a bath. This comment made me laugh. I don't have the whole comment here to read, but the gist of it was that they felt really sorry for Gizmo and that Gadget seemed so aggressive and that it was my responsibility to step in and separate them. Gizmo, come here. Okay, so Gizmo is 10 years old. Gadget is the only cat that Gizmo has interacted with in the 10 years that he's been on this earth. FYI, the reason why I said Gizmo has post-traumatic stress is because when he was a kitten, all of his siblings were mauled by a Rottweiler, and Gizmo was the last one, which is why I rehomed him at 4 months old. Gizmo has not had the chance or the opportunity to interact with other cats until Gadget came along. So please don't feel sorry for him. I'm going to put him back down. Please don't feel sorry for him. Part of it is he doesn't know how to interact with a cat, and part of it is he's just so damn lazy. So when he's lying down and that, don't think, oh my god, he's getting bullied. That's just Gizmo. Gizmo just doesn't really know how to function. I mean, there's another video I could do on living with a cat with post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, if you really want it, you can comment in the section and I can do it. But I've had him for 10 years. I know my cats, okay? And FYI, Gizmo attacks Gadget too, so please don't feel sorry for him. He's okay. A few people thought they were really funny by putting comments such as, he looks like he scares everyone, and your cat is inside out, and he looks like a giant penis. Okay. I hear that all the time. It's like, stop being so rude. Look, leave the cat alone. Like, the cat didn't choose the way he looks. Do you know what I mean? Like, give him a break. Like, yeah, he does look scary and he does have a bony body and a tail that looks like a rat or whatever, but he's beautiful and he's my cat, and that's just the end of that. Like, Gadget has the best bitch resting face ever. Like, I thought mine was good, but Gadget just takes the bit. I mean, Gadget just takes the biscuit. Show them your bitch resting face. See? Best bitch resting face ever. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. You have the best bitch resting face ever. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Some people also asked two questions, really, two questions in one. Does he still groom and lick himself? And does he groom and lick Gizmo? Answers to both questions, yes and yes. Just because he has no fur does not mean that he doesn't clean himself. He does. Obviously, as I've already mentioned, you just need to give them the bath. And yeah, he grooms Gizmo all the time. Gizmo kind of plays on it, doesn't really want him to groom it, but at the same time I think he likes it. I think he does like it, just plain hard to get. And finally, a lot of comments are obviously based around Gadget's personality, and you know, some people were like, oh, how did you get such a chill, loving, cuddly cat? I'm literally just going to put it down to personality. I can't comment on all Sphynxes. I don't know if all of them are like Gadget. Gadget is just, you know, he really loves a cuddle. I mean, I know that they're very, very affectionate and they are like babies. They just want to be on you all the time. But it's just his personality. Like, Gadget is Gadget. I'm so happy that the majority of the comments and questions that I had on the video were positive. You know, I had a lot of people saying you are a really great cat mama, which really means a lot to me, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing so much that I can for my pets, whether it's my cats or my rabbits. Like, you know, I do what I can, and I appreciate that people acknowledge that and can see that. So thank you for those positive comments that did outweigh some of the negative comments. And that is the end of this Q&A, guys. I really do hope that it answered your questions. If you have more questions, I don't really know if we can answer any more, do you? I mean, I think we've pretty much covered all the questions that were in the last video. But if you have any more, feel free to leave them in the comments. Hopefully I've covered all sections, all comments, all questions, all queries that you guys had. And that is the end of this video from me and Mr. Uninterested Gadget the Sphynx. Like I said before, if you want to follow him on Instagram, his Instagram is gadget_the Sphynx. And if you want to follow me, mine is Dominique Sings. And that's it from us, guys. Hopefully I will see you all in my next video. See you later. Bye. Say bye-bye. Bye, everybody. See you in my next video, because there will be more. Time for a bath now. Oh, thank you. Your breath smells so bad.